gonna show you how to make this awesome bow. Check it out. Hi, I'm Sharon with DesignerDIY, and today I'm gonna be teaching you how to make this super easy craft bow. Available on our website, we have several different kits. You can either purchase one of those where it comes with everything you need, or you can use your own ribbons. You just want to make sure you use wired ribbons. And all right, let's get started. All right, so here is what is included in your kit. You have a center ribbon, a piece of wire, and 5 different ribbons. If you are making a bow on your own without a kit, you just want to make sure you're using wired ribbons and a variety of widths. So the first thing you're going to do is your wire, you'll open it up, but you'll fold it in half so it has a loop on one end. And then you're going to start with the shortest piece, which is your top layer of your bow. You're going to fold it in half so that you can find the center point, and then lay it out. And the top half is going to come down, and I'm going to hold it with my thumb, and the tail will kind of go out one side. This bottom half will come up, and the tail will come out the top side there. It's gonna lay side by side. They're not gonna overlap. They're not gonna cross over. The 2 ribbons should be side by side, and you can use this to kind of adjust your sizing. Once you get it the right size, your tails should be either even with your loop or slightly longer. You don't want your tail shorter than your loop. So once you do that, you bunch the center of it, and you take your wire loop, and I kind of hold that with my finger and the bow, and I find the ends of the wire. I go around the bow, come through the loop, and pull it tight like a slip knot. When you tighten it, you want to tighten it so it's coming out the back of the bow. So you tighten it, you do a single knot, and I just leave it upside down and kind of scoot it out of the way so it's next to me. Grab your next layer. We're gonna do the same thing again. You fold it in half, and then I kind of keep my thumb where the center point is so I have it even. Top half comes down, bottom half comes up. They're gonna be side by side, not overlapping. Even out the ends, and you're gonna pinch across the center. And we wanna add it on to the back side of this bow, so we're gonna flip it upside down. Use the same wire, do a single knot to tie it to that previous layer. Set that aside, grab your next layer, fold it in half. Top half, bring it down, bottom half, bring it up. Bunch across the center. And then I'm gonna flip it upside down. Set it right on top of that last layer. Tie a single knot. Set it aside, grab the next layer, and you're just gonna do this with every ribbon. This one kind of bends funny. Ah. Bunch across the center of it. And I'm gonna flip it upside down, set it right on top. Another single knot. Now the last layer, do the same thing. Fold. A little wider, so it's harder to scrunch. We'll just scrunch 1/2 at a time. Flip it upside down, tie it on, and since this is the last layer, we're going to double knot it. So now I have my wire kind of going up the sides. All right, so next step, you're gonna grab your center ribbon, you're gonna bring it under the bow, and it's a little bit longer of a piece because I like to be able to grab onto it and kind of smash the layers down tightly. That makes the bow perkier. So you want to make sure it's wrapped as tight around all the layers as you can get it. And if it's a little bit longer, you can just trim it a little bit. And then we're gonna do a dot of glue on this side, and we're gonna fold that flap down, let it dry. And then glue on this side, and then fold that flap down. Let it dry really good. And then comes the fluffing, most important part. So I always hold on to my ribbons, and then from the top, I start with the top layer. Loops, you want to completely round out, so I usually put my hand in it and rub it in there so it doesn't have a crease. And then tails come out the sides where there's the gaps. And do it. Start at the top layer and work your way down. So you round out each loop and drag all the tails kind of out to the sides. And you want the bow to kind of have a round shape, so you can really tug and twist if you have to. And just go around spreading everything out. Last layer. And voila. All right, once you get the bow kind of fluffed out, you're gonna wanna trim all your tails. You can either cut them straight, you can cut them at an angle, or you can cut like the V in them. That's what I usually do. So you fold it in half and cut at an angle. That way when you open it up, it has the little V cut. You'll do that to all your ribbons. And then if you don't already have fray check, we use fray check on all the ends to seal them so they don't fray. That is available in our Etsy store. So this will, it's a lifesaver, you'll need it. So cut all the ends. Tails can all be different lengths. They don't all have to be exactly the same. All right, so once you have all the tails cut, if you were using fray check, you just glide it across all your cut ends. It dries clear after like a minute. That'll seal everything. And we'll do this guy. Solid glitter ribbons don't really need fray check, but any that look like they're gonna unravel, you can use it on. And that is it.